brain. Hey, I need a minute. We've been walking for an eternity. Give me a moment to catch my breath.
Not to worry. We have reached our destination.
What? Where are we?
Wherever we need to be.
Can you be a bit more specific?
It's a good night. A perfect night, in fact.
Perfect night? For what? What are we doing?
Theater! Tonight, we do theater.
I'm too tired.
Well, too bad. They have all paid to be here, so we're going to give them a show.
Them? Them who? Oh my gods! Who are they?
A captive audience.
Are we allowed to break the fourth wall?
Of course, we're muses, Thalia. We can do whatever we like.
Really?
Yeah, watch this.
That was so cool. Let me try. Sorry, not really sure where that came from.
Yeah, maybe don't do that again.
What do we do now?
Exposition.
Oh, good. It's always smart to get that thing out of the way real quick. That way we can get to the good stuff.
My thoughts exactly.
I love it when we're on the same page.
Shh. I'm starting. It was on nights like these that cultural history was learned. Around a fire or a hearth, people gathered to share their history. Much of this oral tradition is called myth, which is, by definition, a traditional story, especially one concerning the early history of a people, or explaining some natural or social phenomenon, and typically involving supernatural beings or events.
Supernatural beings, neat.
Please, Thalia, I'm trying to work here. In our time, these stories were larger than life, a time of heroes and monsters. That was our world. Ours tonight is a legendary tale and is part of the lessons we learn. Our mythos is a collection of these tales that make up our culture, and in turn, what make us the people we are.
Ours was a time of sequels, prequels, and reboots. The retelling of these stories over the centuries. For you, it would sort of be like Star Wars, but really only the middle three. The first three? Yikes! But I am excited to see Rogue One.
Tangent.
Sorry, but I'm still excited to see that one.
As you might have guessed, we're a bit older than we appear.
And we're not exactly human.
We are muses.
Hey! I thought you said you wouldn't do that anymore.
It was for dramatic effect.
But then the audience sees you as all cool and I'm over here like...
Okay. I will be more sparing with it.
That's all I ask.
We are muses. See? Not as cool without the thunder.
You're right.
Anyway, I'm Calliope, the muse of epic poetry. The Odyssey, you ever hear of it? Yeah, that was me.
I thought that was Homer.
Officially, yes, but I inspired him.
Copyright wasn't a thing yet, huh?
No, and this is Thalia, the muse of comedy. Do something funny.
I'm not your little dancing monkey. I'll be funny when I'm ready.
Oh, fine. Tonight, we bring you an epic, one the world barely remembers.
Yes, a long forgotten story. That way we can fudge some of the details a bit. What's the story?
Tonight, we shall regale you with the myth of the Minotaur!
Monsters, yes!
Well, in a way it is about monsters, but this is more about a group of women. 7 Athenian women who faced the test of their lives in the labyrinth.
Are you sure you want to do that? Female characters are difficult.
And underrepresented.
But then the audience is going to think this is some feminist revision or something.
We're doing it.
Fine, but you're taking the lead on this one.
As muses, we have a very important job: to carry on an oral tradition. You have to understand, like generations of leaves shed from the trees, so are the lives of mortal men or women. The wind scatters the old leaves across the earth, and the living timber bursts with new buds. Such is the way with humanity. As one generation dies, another one comes to life. The new generation will learn what we have to offer.
That was so pretty, very poetic.
Thank you.
What does it mean?
It means history will repeat itself if these people here don't learn from us.
Are we like giving them a life lesson or something?
All stories teach something. All people learn something different in the telling of the same tale.
So we are teaching stuff.
It's noble.
Just don't make it boring.
Never! As I was saying, this is a tale about 7 Athenian women. It starts out on a lonely ship crossing an angry ocean. A vessel leading its passengers to certain death.
Every year in Athens, 14 are chosen and put on 2 ships.
7 boys, their ship far on the horizon, chasing their fate.
And 7 girls trailing behind, scared but strong, resigned.
7 girls chosen as payment.
For the sins of our fathers. For crimes we did not commit.
7 girls who did not know each other, but were now sisters.
7 sisters bound together in the most dire of times.
Are they going to talk like that the entire time?
Of course not. We're setting a mood.
Oh, it's good, sort of mythic-y. Nice, I like it.
Shh. Back to the 7.
Do you think we're almost there? Well, do you see land?
Well, not yet.
Then no.
Be nice.
Well, why? Her feelings are only going to be hurt for roughly a couple more hours.
You could try making our last couple of hours more pleasant.
Can we please stop saying last couple of hours? It's the truth. It's morbid. We're being sacrificed. We've been put on this ship to be dumped into a labyrinth with some giant bull man monster who is going to kill us in a rather unpleasant sort of way. The entire thing is morbid.
We know. You don't have to keep pointing it out.
Gods, I hate all the fighting. Will you please just stop it?
Can you keep your sister quiet?
I'm trying. We've sort of been through a lot.
And I haven't.
Just give her a moment, will you? I know. I'm right here. Don't worry.
Don't worry, nothing is going to happen to us.
Really?
There is no Minotaur. It's all a big conspiracy.
What? Where did you hear that?
I can't reveal my sources.
That's ridiculous. The Minotaur is completely real.
And what makes you an expert?
Well, I happen to be a demigod. And I am going to be the one who saves all of us.
Oh, okay. A demigod, huh?
Yeah.
Now, who's your daddy?
Well, his name is Trevor. My mother
Trevor.
is the real god.
Okay.
It's true. My dad told me.
Really? Sure.
My mom is Aphrodite.
The goddess of love, huh?
Yeah.
What, are you gonna hug the Minotaur to death?
I don't know yet. My powers haven't kicked in.
Yeah.
Did it ever occur to any of you that if we stick together, we might actually get through this?
Not really.
Why not?
Well, why don't we just ask all the other girls who died here?
Guys, I told you. I got this.
Oh my gods, not this again!
Will you just calm down?
Come here. Come here. Please stop. I know we're in an impossible situation. And I know we're not coming back. But I need to convince my sister that for just a moment there might be hope. We lost our parents in the lottery last year. I'm so sorry. She is very sensitive, and it's hitting her really hard. In fact, it's probably hitting us all a bit hard. Anyway, I just wanted a few moments when we're not focused on death. Agreed?
Fine, okay.
I'm Leda, by the way, and this is Iris. Hi.
Is it even worth it?
Yes! I think it's nice if we all get to know each other a bit. I have an idea. Why don't we introduce ourselves? We can all say our names, one thing about ourselves and one thing nice about someone else. I'll start. Hi, I'm Melina. I'm a Taurus.
Whoa, wait, like a bull?
Oh, really?
Are you serious?
And Euphemia, your writing is fantastic.
Thank you.
And you?
Well, I'm Iris. My parents are dead. And you have really pretty hair.
Oh, you're sweet. What about my hair?
It's all right.
You know, a lot of people come from miles around to watch me perform. Would it kill you to show a little reverence?
You famous or something?
Yeah, or something.
How about you, demigod? What's your name?
Delia.
Euphemia.
I'm Phoebe, and quite frankly, I'm surprised you haven't heard of me.
I'm Leda.
Euphemia.
Leda, Phoebe.
I'm so sorry, baby. Alexia. Do you think the audience can keep them all straight now, or should we have them go over the introductions again?
No, they'll just check their programs at inappropriate points in the show. Back to the ladies.
So, who told you that the Minotaur isn't real?
Well, according to my sources, it's put in place by the government. It's merely symbolic. The girls they send every year get citizenship for creep, and then they work for the government.
I have a question.
Yes?
Do female gods even birth demigods?
Of course they do. They are just better at keeping their mouths shut about it. Besides, I am going to be the first female hero. Just you wait and see.
No. If any demigod is gonna take care of it, it'll be Theseus.
Is Theseus on the other boat? I think I saw him buddy. You don't know who Theseus is?
We didn't get out much. Theseus is gorgeous. Tall, chiseled features, amazing thighs. He is so ripped. Probably 5% body fat. He's like what's that called? Do you know?
A god. Demigod.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Demigods aren't real.
They so are.
What happened to them being sisters bound together in their fate?
Good sisters fight. Can we keep going?
Off! All of you off! Go! Just go. Quick question.
Yes.
So this ripped demigod guy with the 5% body fat, can we circle back to that part for a bit?
You'll see him later.
But he's ripped, right?
Hey, we are going to try real hard not to objectify either gender in this book.
But not even the guys? Just a little bit?
He's 17.
Oh, now I feel gross. Changing the subject. I want more backstory on this half bull, half man thing.
Why?
Backstory is important. You're the theater muse. Gods! Show some respect for your craft.
But then we have to do a flashback.
The convention is not difficult.
If we have to do a flashback, though, you have to be in it. And we're doing it abridged.
Fine. Who am I playing?
Queen Pasiphae.
Royalty! Yes!
Hello!
Who is that?
Your husband, King Minos.
Score!
Oh, hey, honey.
Yes, dear?
So you know how Poseidon, god of the sea, sent us this really nice white bull so that we could sacrifice it back to him?
What?
Well, I've been thinking, and I really like him. I've even named him. Meet Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
All right, so here's the plan. We're going to trick Poseidon.
This is not going to end well.
It rarely does. Back to the story.
So first, we'll hide Kevin. Then we'll take one of our bulls and disguise it to look just like him. Then we'll sacrifice that one.
But that is
Well, then it's the plan. I just wanted to run it by you real quick. I'm glad you agree.
What in the Hades was that? What just happened?
Hang on, it starts to move pretty fast. So, King Minos hid Poseidon's gift, which angered the sea god.
Hey Hermes, what's up? What was that? He did what? Wow, isn't that just like a human? You give them a gift, tell them what to do with it, and they try to mess with you. I've got it! This is what I'm gonna do. No, just listen. I'm gonna make his wife fall in love with that bull.
What? Are you kidding me? Fall in love with a bull?
I know, weird, huh? But deep in these myths, no matter how bizarre, are lessons.
But a bull?
Well, it's not just that.
What do you mean it's not just that?
Well, here's where it gets a bit PG-13.
Of course it does.
She has a... What? Of course it's logical.
Has
And boom, you're pregnant!
What? How? Well, you see, when a woman loves a bull, they share a very special hug.
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going into it here. There are kids in the audience.
I hate you.
You ever gonna ask me to do a flashback again?
I promise nothing.
Someone isn't learning lessons from history. Anyway, for reasons we won't go into now, the queen finds herself pregnant, and 9 months later...
Stop the music! What is this?
Go over here a moment. Hi, Mom.
Are you trying? I didn't do anything! Dude! Go! Get off the stage!
Besides, that is not what happened. King Minos was so repulsed by the child.
I am so repulsed by this child.
But, out of love for his wife, vowed not to kill it. But he had to keep the symbol of his shame hidden.
I must keep this symbol of my shame hidden.
In order to do this, he enlisted the help of the famous architect Daedalus.
Who?
You know, the guy who invented the hair comb out of a fish skeleton.
Oh, him. Okay, got it.
So, what exactly are we looking for here?
I wish to build a maze. Rooms upon rooms, walls and caverns, so that no one could ever find their way out.
Okay, what you're looking for is really more of a labyrinth than a maze.
What's the difference between a maze and a labyrinth?
Well, a labyrinth is a big job. It's a much bigger job and it's gonna
Sure.
cost you. See, with the maze, you can make it out of pretty much anything, really. Your
Right.
hay bales, your corn stalks, things you might find on a farm.
Sure.
With a labyrinth, walls have got to be sturdy and built way high. You don't
Right,
want
high.
anyone getting out or looking over the top,
high,
right?
yes.
We got to look at brick, mortar, that sort of thing.
Okay,
I can
I-
get you an estimate, but we're gonna need a pretty big team.
Big team,
I'm thinking we may need to get some Spartans in here.
Spartans? I
I'd
don't
say
know if they-
300.
300? Is that really necessary?
Well, they get the job done and they work real cheap. As for time, we're looking at anywhere between 6 months and 14 years.
That's a... Wait a second. What kind of a timeline is that?
Now, let's talk budget. And I can tell you, whatever you can afford, we're gonna go over.
Well, how's... Oh, let's do this thing.
So, King Minos was given his labyrinth, and it was larger and more grand than he could have ever imagined.
This is larger and more grand than I could have ever imagined.
And you stop that.
Sorry.
He placed the monster, the baby, in the very center and left it to be forgotten.
All alone?
Yes.
But it was just a baby monster.
Tangent.
Again, dang, sorry.
And to keep the secret of the labyrinth, well, a secret, he imprisoned Daedalus and his son Icarus inside.
Wait, what? What did I ever do? Gods.
Wait a second. Who's this Icarus guy?
Don't worry about it. Another story. As for this one, after some time had passed, Minos had found a purpose for the creature.
Oh, hey, hon.
Yes?
So you know how the Athenians killed our firstborn and I waged an unnecessary war against them and we won?
Yes?
Well, I was thinking, and it would be totally appropriate for the Athenians to send me 7 boys and 7 girls each year to throw in the labyrinth with that heathen bastard firstborn man bull of yours as payment for that war.
But what?
Well, if that's the plan, I just wanted to run it by you real quick. I'm glad you agree.
I don't think I can do this flashback thing anymore.
You don't have to. We're done. We're back in the present.
Thank God. It was starting to get like a Greek tragedy back there.
Nice. Well, here we are, back in the present. The ship has docked in Crete, our girls have arrived, and were brought before the king.
Wait, are the 7 Athenian girls ever going to meet up with the 7 Athenian boys?
Nope. Well, maybe Theseus.
What about the rest of them?
Not enough guys showed up to auditions. Besides, it's not their story.
What do we do now?
More flashbacks.
But I thought you said I didn't have
Not for you, for them. We are really going to be more narrators from here on out. And we need to know where they've come from for emotional impact later.
Emotional impact? Is someone going to die? Tell me what's going on.
No spoilers. To put it in layman's terms, the choosing of Athenian men or women was a bit like the Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, someone is definitely going to die.
The difference is that most people weren't even aware that the day had arrived until there was a knock at the door. They were blindsided, pulled away from their homes, and thrown to the wolves.
I thought it was a minotaur.
It's an expression. There was a lottery behind closed doors where names would be drawn. The names were picked, and then a city official was sent to collect the girls. In the days of old, a society had to get the news out, just like now. So, to meet our first Athenian woman, we step into a busy news tablet office where all the news that's fit to chisel is reported. Our first look takes us to a woman with a byline and a strong sense of moxie.
Moxie? That so doesn't fit the tone of this story.
No, but it fits hers. Euphemia!
So I said to the guy, you don't know what you're
Move
doing
it,
with that on.
move it. We've got a deadline, people. Titus, my main man, what have you got for me?
I got a tip this morning. Something on Zeus with a mortal girl.
Can you believe this guy?
Zeus, stepping out on Hera with a mortal. What's wrong with you? That's old news. We need new news, new secrets, new indiscretions. Stop giving me this tired old crap about Zeus.
Sorry, Euphemia.
Don't be sorry, be better. You're the new girl, right?
Who, me? I thought you said I didn't have to participate anymore.
I lied.
I hate you.
Come on, keep up. I don't have all day. I'm putting you on demigod duty.
Me? What's demigod duty?
Gods, how green are you?
Gods.
Demigod duty. Every week we have a new one of these idiots pop up claiming to be son or daughter of the gods. What, this?
Yeah.
Ugh, don't tell me. You're a believer.
I don't know. What are you talking about?
You, a believer, the gods in the high heavens of Mount Olympus. Ugh, look, I don't want to tell you that your beliefs are wrong, but...
Your beliefs are wrong.
There are no ageless gods that sit atop a mountain and decide our fate.
There aren't?
Of course not. However, that doesn't mean there isn't a cash cow to exploit here. Look, as long as people believe this garbage, we can peddle it to them. All the news that's fit to chisel into this really inconvenient tablet.
Okay.
It's fake scandal at its best. We can say what we like, chisel what we like, and the Acropolis will go nuts for it.
That is super unethical.
This is tabloid. We don't have to be fair and balanced. You want that? Go work for the scales of justice. So, again, you're on demigod duty. These nutjobs keep using that as an excuse to do the most insane stuff. Do you remember that Hercules guy?
I think I saw the movie.
The guy kills his wife and kids because he said Hera made him do it. So get out there and find me stuff like that.
How?
Follow them around, get a good story, be relentless.
That is a huge invasion of privacy.
If they wanted privacy, then they shouldn't have put themselves out there in the first place.
You're terrifying.
What was that? You'll see.
Are you Athenia?
Yes?
May we speak privately?
What do you want? Am I being sued again?
Not quite. You've been summoned.
It'll have to wait. I'm on a deadline.
No, you've been summoned to Crete.
Euphemia, look on the bright side. I've got a great scoop for tomorrow.
Can I be the first to say that that was not entirely historically accurate?
If any of us are going to have any fun tonight, can we agree to let historical accuracy go a bit? House lights up. Do we all agree? Yes. Good, let's move on then. And house lights back down. Now, not all of our 7 women were as sure of themselves. Some were still trying to find their place in the world. And that is the exact place that we find Delia! Wake up! It's time for training!
Can't I just sleep for 5 more minutes?
No! It's time to get moving! Today is the day!
Delia, it's just that...
What?
What if today isn't the day? I mean, it wasn't yesterday or the day before.
Well, that was just because I wasn't ready. And I have to be ready when my gifts begin to appear. Preparation, preparation, preparation.
All right, well, what are we supposed to be working on today?
What haven't I checked?
Well, you most definitely don't have super strength.
No,
Or super speed.
no,
You can't control earth, air, water, or fire.
no.
Well, hey, maybe it's music-based.
You're probably right. Hey, Caroline!
Or hey, maybe you can talk to animals. That sounded a bit like a whale call.
Forget it. Go back to bed.
Delia, just don't get discouraged.
Father,
Yes?
can I ask you something?
Always.
How did you and Mom meet?
Oh, not this story.
You told me you would tell me when I'm older, and
I
now I'm
know,
older.
I know. I just keep asking.
need to know where I came from.
I know that.
If you tell me, I'll stop asking.
I don't know.
Please!
Oh, okay. Okay. A long time ago.
Pause! What? He's doing backstory. Isn't that our thing?
You ruined a perfectly lovely father-daughter moment for this?
We have set a precedent.
What do you want to do?
Just Give it a bit of help. We're veering into more exposition, and they'll get antsy if we don't spice it up a bit.
Yeah. Okay. How about a little help from some friends?
Continue.
A long, long time ago, I was an adventurer.
Really?
Oh yes, I sailed the wide world and fought monsters and came back with many a tale to tell, but none quite as thrilling as the tale I'm about to tell you. When I was an Argonaut, led by the great hero Jason.
You knew Jason?
Oh yes. My comrades and I were sailing through what appeared to be a peaceful bit of the ocean near Cape Pelorem. Well, in that moment, we thought that Poseidon had smiled upon us.
Well, what happened?
You see, this was actually a trap laid by some of the most dangerous creatures known to man.
What?
Sirens.
Not sirens! What are those?
Beautiful, but terrible specters. Sirens serve but one purpose: to bring about the destruction of men.
Why?
For the most frightening reason of all, because they can. The siren's song, though irresistible, was no less sad than sweet, and wrapped both body and soul in a fatal lethargy, the forerunner of death and corruption. The siren's song led sailors to their death by wrecking their ships on the rocks, just so they could be closer to that beautiful music.
What did you do?
We had a secret weapon with us, you see. Another great hero.
Who?
Orpheus.
Orpheus? I thought that he was just a musician.
Not all heroes fight with swords and shields, my own.
Well, how did Orpheus save you?
Orpheus was a kind of demigod, a child of a muse.
He was like me?
Yes, a bit. You are right. Orpheus was a great musician, but he was also so much more. He knew every note and rhythm of the world around him. No finer musician had ever walked the earth. So, Orpheus played his lyre. He played for our lives, battling the sirens' every melody with one finer than theirs.
Did he beat them?
He did. And they sailed off into the horizon, safe to fight another day.
Wait, that doesn't explain how you met Mother.
I said they sailed off. I was not so lucky. For you see, the moment that Orpheus stopped playing, a few notes of the siren's song flew into the air and caught the breeze. They landed in my ear, and I knew that I just had to be with that beautiful music.
No!
Yes. So, I plunged from the ship and I swam towards the rocky shore.
Oh, Father! And your comrades just left you?
They had no choice. There was nothing to be done.
How were you saved?
Your mother. For some reason, she took pity on this poor lost sailor. I'm sure that you've heard she was born of the sea foam.
Uh-huh.
Well, as I got closer to danger, the sea began to bubble and foam. A cloud formed and lifted me high from the rocky shore to where your mother was waiting. We fell in love, and sometime later she brought you to me.
Why couldn't I stay with her?
Mount Olympus is a place for gods and goddesses, not for mortals.
But why? Why wasn't I good enough?
Olive,
Look, I understand that she's a goddess and all, but she hasn't even appeared to me in a cloud or something. Other demigods have their parents appear to them all the time.
your mother loves you very much, Olive. In fact, your mother loves everyone very much. That's who she is. I do know that she watches over you every day, whether you know it or not. I think she might be trying to stay away so you can lead a normal life, to try and keep you safe.
What do you mean?
Have you read the tablets lately? Other demigods are having a rough go of things, and if she stays a while longer, then She can let you lead a normal life.
But what if that's all I ever am?
What?
Normal.
You'd still be the most amazing thing I've ever done. Of all the adventures I've gone on, of all the worlds that I've seen, I've never seen anything as spectacular as you. Don't ever think that you're not enough. Promise me that. Promise.
I promise, Father.
Good. Now come on, we have to find your gift.
No, Father, it's okay.
Oh, come on, let's see if you can fly. Come on. Well, don't worry, we'll start small, just a little jump. Go ahead, try it. There, I think you flew a bit. Really? Come on, let's try it again. Just one more time and...
Delia,
Yes?
you've been summoned to Crete.
No, there must be some mistake. I'm sure
I'm
that
sorry,
Delia...
but no mistake has been made.
Take me instead.
You know I can't do that.
Father, it's all right, really. Maybe this is part of my gift. You said Mother watches over me. I'll come back.
Promise?
Promise.
I have never asked you for anything. I have raised her. I've tried to keep her safe as long as I could, but this is beyond me. I need you. She needs you. You saw fit to save me once, and she was the outcome. Please, you have to find a way to help her. You have to find a way to save her. Save our daughter.
Is Aphrodite going to do something?
You know I'm not going to tell you that.
But she just found out where she came from.
And now she has to figure out where she's going. It's called the hero's journey. Can we move on now?
I guess so.
There is an art form created by the Greeks. You are participating in it right now. Theater. Theater was held in the highest regard of the ancient world. But an actress on the stage during this time was as strange as a
dancing horse.
As a dancing horse, and it's funny. However, in this time of myths and monsters, almost anything could be possible. And in the middle of the impossible is where we find Phoebe!
Something about a wedding sounds like fun.
When is it?
A fortnight or so.
That's during the City of Dawn Icia Festival.
I know.
What does it pay?
The gratitude of the King of Troy.
Turn it down.
I will.
I really wish you wouldn't bring me stuff like this.
You also don't like it when I don't keep you in the loop.
Just use your better judgment.
I try. You're just very fickle as to what's important.
I'll tell you what's important. My talent is important. Do you know why?
Because you're special.
But why am I special?
Because you are the only actress in all of ancient Greece.
And why is that?
Because before you, all Greek plays were performed by male actors. Only male actors.
Amateur male actors. And?
You are the only actress that doesn't use masks to perform.
Yes, I am special because I am different. I'm the first of my kind, and therefore I cannot be replaced.
Yes. Oh, a man from Crete came before the show.
What did he want? I don't do private events.
I don't know. He was looking to speak with you privately.
What did I just say?
That you don't do private events, but this is a little different.
Phoebe!
I'm sorry. My assistant should have told you, but I don't chisel autographs. You know how it is. I do one and it never stops.
No, that's not what I'm here for.
Normally I don't do this, but I have a little time before my next show. Pontus! Pontus!
I'm coming. All right, everyone hold still. That's cute. Let's see. A little bit of this. One of those. Some of that in there. And perfect. You did a great job, Miss Phoebe.
Thank you.
No, I'm not a fan.
What?
Well, I am a fan, but that's not what I'm here for.
Ah, yes. I don't do anything unsavory either, no matter what the price.
You've been summoned
Where?
to Crete.
I'm sorry, but I can't possibly go to Crete. I have the show. I have the Cinnadine Ice Festival.
You have X minutes, Miss Phoebe.
You see, I can't possibly go.
You don't have a choice.
But hey, are you almost ready?
She's being summoned to Crete.
Well, someone's gotta go on. I have a full house out there.
I know all her lines. I can do it.
You're up.
Why, you ungrateful little.
I guess you are replaceable.
Get your grubby hands off me. Do you know who I am?
Well, that had some All About Eve flavor to it.
That's a weird reference.
It's a classic.
Moving on. We next head to the Athens County Zoo.
Wait, what?
Historical accuracy, we all agreed. No squelching. We next head to the Athens County Zoo. With as many wondrous creatures that existed, they needed a place to be cared for with a watchful eye. Melina!
So excited.
Quiet, please, quiet. Thank you for joining us today at the Athens County Zoo. A few reminders before we get started. First, please do not feed the animals. They are dangerous and will likely eat you if you get too close. Second, please do keep the pace moving as we have a tight schedule to keep. All right, let's get started. And we're walking. To your left, you will find the pride and joy of our humble establishment, the Pegasus. Contrary to popular belief, there's only one Pegasus, not many. Pegi are not a thing, and there are no herds of Pegasuses.
Peggies? Pegasi.
There's just the one. Majestic, isn't it? This is by far the most visited animal we have here at the zoo. Oh, don't get too close. Thank you. Any questions?
Can we ride it?
At the end of the tour, we do offer rides. Tickets can be purchased near the entrance. Any other questions?
Is it true that it was born from the blood of Medusa?
Yes, that is true. We keep the head in the pen as Pegasus has imprinted on it. Believes it's her mother.
Her?
Yes, another common misconception. The Pegasus is, in fact, a female.
How do you know?
All part of the job. Let's keep moving. And we're walking, we're walking, we're walking. Up next we have the Hydra, the seven-headed reptile.
I thought there were 3 heads.
Yes, a little known fact about the Hydra is that if you cut off one head, 3 more grow.
Then how are there 7? How does that math work out?
And we're walking. We're walking, we're walking, we're walking, we're walking.
Oh my God, it's a Cyclops! What's that thing doing out of its cage?
Excuse me, but I work here!
Sorry about that, Dave. See you at lunch?
See you then. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Happens all the time. I deserve so much more than minimum wage.
Everyone gather around, listen closely. We are about to take a look at the Sphinx. She will try to ask you riddles. I cannot stress the importance that you do not engage. Understood? And we're walking. Here we are. Do not engage.
What is brown and sticky?
Ooh, I know this one!
Come on, what is brown and sticky? A stick, get it? Oh.
It's pretty good. Yeah, I like it.
And we're walking. We're walking. We're walking. We're walking a little bit faster. We're walking. Now, I'd like you to all meet my personal favorite animal we have here at the zoo, the griffin. As you can see, she has the body and hind legs of a lion, with the head, wings, and talon of an eagle. Griffins mate for life and are extremely loyal and protective. Isn't that right, Griff? We got this griffin when she was just a baby. I raised her, and we think that she believes that I'm her mother.
Aww. Can I get a griffin for a pet?
I wouldn't advise it.
Why not?
Try to pet her.
I thought you just said not to.
I know what I said. Just take a step up.
Don't do it, Thalos. Don't do it.
And that is from a griffin raised in captivity. A wild griffin would be much harder to tame.
How do you stand working with
Monsters.
We don't use that word here. These are not monsters. These are animals that need the same kind of care and understanding as people. If I hear that word on my tour again, you'll be kicked out.
She's worse than the griffin.
Excuse me,
No more questions until we get a little further.
are you Melina?
Yes?
You've been summoned to Crete.
What? But I have a tour.
No, we're good. Not anymore. Come with me, please.
It's all right. It's okay. You'll be taken care of. Quiet now.
But she had to leave the griffin?
Yeah, it's tough stuff.
She is so cute, though.
I know.
Are we going to see her again?
I can't tell you that.
But that's...
Across the board, I need you to stop asking for spoilers. Have a little respect for the audience, please.
But I have questions and they need answers.
Which you will receive by virtue of sitting through the story. Now, I said earlier that some families were torn apart by this tradition of 7 Athenian women. However, some families fought even harder to stay together, even in this harsh time. Iris!
one looks like a bow and arrow.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And that one looks like a snowflake.
Sure.
Leda, 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 look. Look at that cloud. It looks like a tree.
I guess it does. Now go wash up for supper.
What are we having?
Leftovers?
I hate leftovers.
You'll like it better than starving.
I guess. Besides, if we have what we ate yesterday, then I can pretend that it's yesterday.
If you really wanted to.
Yesterday was so much nicer than today anyways.
The sun shone brighter today, and you saw that tree cloud.
But yesterday, I saw one that looked like a pomegranate.
All clouds look like pomegranates. They just have to be oval shaped.
No, this one really, really looked like a pomegranate. I swear. You know what that means.
That you have an overactive imagination?
No, it was a pomegranate, Leda. It's good luck. It means happiness and prosperity. You know that.
Or it means that you got a nice healthy dose of vitamin K.
Stop it. I know I'm right. We deserve a little luck after everything we've been through.
We don't deserve anything. We fight for everything we get.
No, not this time. We do deserve this. Will you stop pretending that you don't know what today is?
Of course I know what today is.
It's Tuesday.
I know that.
Go wash up. They're picking today. Sit down. Yes. Like they picked last year and the year before. But what if nothing? We're not going to worry about things that haven't already happened.
You promised this time we'd be fine. Do you still promise?
Yes. It's like lightning. It can't strike twice.
But last year, when they came...
I know. I was there, remember? When they came last time, it nearly broke us. But we persevered.
But Mother and Father...
Mother and Father did what they had to protect us. Iris, know this. No matter what, I will never leave you. I take care of you now. You are the most important person in my life, and I will never let anything happen to you.
Really?
Yes, really. We always survive. That's our greatest gift, the ability to always keep walking, even when the sky gets dark and the rain falls down. We will always walk forward. Understand?
I understand.
Go on then.
No! Are you Iris?
I'm her sister.
Is she near?
What is this about?
She's been summoned to Crete.
No! You will not do this again! Not again! You've already torn apart my family. I will not allow this, not again!
I don't see as though you have a choice.
When you came last time, our parents sacrificed themselves for us. They could accept it bravely.
But you cannot take her.
She was chosen. I know this is difficult.
You know nothing! You don't! You take people away from their families without any regard for their personal lives or how it will affect everyone who loves them.
Leave us alone!
Someone has to go. You could always take her place.
Take my place for what?
Nothing, Iris. I have to go with this man now. I want you to go inside, and after we're gone, I want you to go in town and find Uncle Tyrion. He'll take care of you now.
Take my place for what?
You've been summoned to Crete.
Oh. Well then, I'm ready.
No! You're not going!
Well, you're certainly not going for me.
Yes, I am! I've already decided!
That's not fair either!
Nothing about our lives has been fair!
You're not going for me.
You're all I have!
You're all I have! And we always keep walking, even when the sky gets dark and the rain falls down. We will always walk forward.
If one of us goes, then both of us go.
You've just made someone's day.
Is this entire thing going to be this sad?
Who was the one that wanted to do flashbacks?
Some flashbacks are fun. All of yours are sad.
What made you think that 7 women being ripped away from all that they knew and loved was going to be cheerful?
I don't know. I just thought some of the sadness would be handled in a much more Andrew Lloyd Webber kind of way. How dare you mention his name in the midst of real theater? I know. I was asking for their sake. Do any of you need a tissue? Do you have a problem with the way I'm telling this story? Hey! I thought you said you wouldn't do that anymore. Look, things are going to get sad from time to time. Let it go.
All right. Wait, are we missing a girl? I only count 6.
Yes, we do have one more. For some, traditions are awful things. Our final woman was born with the mark of a priestess, and tradition meant from the day she could walk, she was shown the way to the temple. From the day she could talk, she was taught prayer. From the day she could read, she was taught scripture. It was everything she had ever known, but nothing she chose for herself, because that was tradition. For those who are not careful, or for those who use it blindly, tradition often breeds people who follow and act without question. That kind of tradition is what put these women on a boat. And that kind of tradition is what causes our final woman to lose a bit of faith. Alexia!
Whoa, where are we now?
The Temple of Athena, the Parthenon on the Acropolis.
Wait. Alexia? That crotchety lady is a priestess?
She was.
I don't know if you can hear me. I've knelt here so many times, and I've spoken with you so many times, but I never really cared whether or not you would answer. I believed you heard me, and I believed I was doing your work. I know that I've questioned how you or any of our gods could allow this lottery to take place, but you know I never did it publicly. I kept my reservations to myself, and yet, these past few nights I felt something. A sense of dread, this overwhelming sense of fear, and I feel it every year, but this year is just so much worse. I know it is my time. Please? Please. Look, I beg you. Please, I have given you everything. I've been a loyal servant to you. I've followed your teachings, and I've spread your word. Please, spare me. Let me stay, and I will continue to be your priestess.
Alexia!
Yes.
I'm here for...
I know what you're here for. Give me a moment and I'll come with you quietly. Why? Why? I have given you everything. I have devoted my entire life and I have asked for one thing. I have prayed for one thing, that you put a stop to this. I have seen so many women carted off and sent away, and why? What was it for? Why me? I believed in you, and you've left me alone. You were all I had left to hold on to. Curse you! And curse the God!
Yeah, that makes much more sense now.
Faith is a fragile thing.
All this pain, and for what? Why are the gods putting them through this?
It is easy to look at this story and see only their pain. But we're not finished yet. People have to go through trials to become better. Hardships help to make people better. And now that we've seen where they came from, it will mean more to see where they're going. Back to the narrative.
Where are we now?
Back on the ship, those last fleeting moments.
Theseus is gorgeous. Tall, chiseled features, amazing thighs. He is so ripped, probably 5% body fat. He's
A god, demigod, whatever.
Yeah.
Demigods aren't real.
They so are. No, stop it, stop it.
What's wrong?
Look.
We're here.
Crete. Whoa, where are we now? In a cold palace, in a hall that has long since seen the merriment of a feast, or the laughter of a festival fade away. This place is now a mausoleum, filled with the decaying memories of those who have entered and never returned home.
Oh, wait, where?
The throne room of King Minos of Crete!
King Minos of Crete. King Minos of...
Do I still have to be his wife?
No, she's dead in the present.
Do I want to know? Nope. The women were brought in, unsure of their surroundings, and far, far from home. They were left alone.
Leda? Yes? I'm really scared. I know, I am too. But we have to be brave now. I wish Mother and Father were here. They were, right in this exact spot. And I think they're as scared as we are. But if we all are...
Look, from here on out, it's every woman for herself.
What's your problem?
I'm just being realistic.
We should come up with a plan.
Plan for what?
Escape. We have time while we wait for whatever's gonna happen to us. Game plan. Let's go.
We are alone. We can escape now.
Don't you think they would have thought of that?
Who's coming with?
I'm in.
Us too. Let's go.
Yeah, I can see why they didn't leave anyone to guard us now.
We must be up at least 1,000 feet.
Oh, really? More like 2,000. Yep.
Okay then. New plan?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Nothing? Really? Nothing at all.
Nope. What you need to know, and what you need to know, is that before the queen died, she had one more child. A princess, Ariadne. Her father had placed her in charge of the labyrinth. She knew its ins and outs. So if anyone could help our girls, it was her.
But will she?
Let's see.
Are these the 7 Athenian women?
Yes, Your Highness.
Slim pickings this year, huh?
Father, be kind. They're cute, really. Hello, little people.
Yeah, not going to help.
Well, aren't they going to bow?
Please, Ariadne, they never bow.
And it's rude. Every year, rude. All I'm asking for is a modicum of respect. Little people, bow. Bow, now!
Oh, for Olympus' sake, just do it. It'll move things along. Honestly, Ariadne, I don't know why we don't just throw them in the labyrinth.
Wait. I like to give them a chance to beg for their lives.
Wait, that's an option?
No, but it is amusing. Who's your spokesperson? Come now, speak up.
Yup, definitely not going to help.
Demigod, you're up.
What? Wow, what do we have here? A demigod? Does it do any tricks?
Not exactly.
Father, the demigod won't do anything. I think it's broken.
So sorry, my pet. I'll buy you something shiny to make up for it.
Fine. Now, who is going to beg? I demand a good begging before supper. You! It's me! You could do this beg. After all, you teased me with that demigod chat.
Hey, she hasn't grown into her powers yet.
Or she's lying. I'm not lying.
My mom is Aphrodite. I'm sure I can do stuff. Sure. What do we have to do? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Cordelia.
Oh, no. Please,
No.
no.
All right. Come on. Get her.
Just kidding. Take them away.
Hey, excuse me.
Oh, we've got a beggar.
Nobody will give you a piece of my mind.
Are you sure you can spare it?
Alexia, calm down.
No, let her speak. This should be fun. You wanted to speak? Speak.
Why are you doing this?
What?
Ripping children away from their families and then sending them off to certain death? You know, that sort of thing.
It's what we've always done. It's our way.
Until your people are defeated, and then will they be sacrificed?
We will never be defeated.
That's just not true.
Are you a demigod or an oracle?
Neither.
Then how could you possibly know that?
History? Look, empires rise and fall. That's the way of life.
My goodness. You are a little thinker, aren't you? Probably would have made a good philosopher under different circumstances. I know. You're a priestess. You have that haughty, holier-than-thou thing going on.
I was a priestess.
That's right. So you're not anything anymore, other than my plaything.
Crete will fall, and you will pay the price.
Why?
Children always pay for mistakes their parents made. We are casualties of a war that has long since ended, and why? In the name of what has always been done? Maybe you should change history.
You should totally be a politician.
No. Makes too much sense. Demigod. Oh, you want to go?
Get
Come on.
on, please.
Click this way.
Warm me up. Come on. Get her. Flowers? What good are flowers?
Brightside, I believe you now.
I'm thrilled.
That is the worst power ever. Aphrodite. What's this?
Theseus of Athens.
Centaurs down!
Get off!
I am Theseus.
Hello.
Love powers. Slightly better.
Really? I had a whole entrance speech planned and you just threw me off.
I didn't mean to.
We're starting over.
He looks even better leaving.
Who's in charge of this?
He can stay cold.
Get jacked!
is this fanfare better? Get a better fanfare.
It's even better the second time.
I am Theseus, son of two fathers, the mortal king Aegeus and the immortal god Poseidon. I have allowed my capture. I have traveled the seas and I have come here to end the tyranny of King Minos. I am a demigod and the hero that Athens deserves. You will release these maidens lest I kill you here and now.
You know, if your intro was more like his, we might have believed you.
Shut up!
Hello, I'm Ariadne, princess, 13, and daughter of the tyrant King Minos, 34. How do you feel about marriage?
What?
I like
What? Marriage! What's wrong? You, flowers, undo the love spell.
I have no idea how these things work.
No daughter of mine is going to fall in love with an Athenian.
too late.
Oh.
To the labyrinth with them. All of them, now!
But Daddy, I love him.
You'll get over it. Go!
So, the Athenians were dropped into
Wait, what? I love him.
They were dropped into the labyrinth.
Shut up, Melina.
They plunged
Wait, what?
into a darkness of uncertainty where they could do nothing but wait. We are going to watch a bunch of people wait? No, they will also be talking and a few other things. This is going to be so boring, isn't it? No! Will you just watch? Pull the lever, Crunk!
Die.
I think I landed on my keys.
Okay, like I tried. So this is it, huh? This is where it all ends?
I thought we agreed. That was enough?
Look, I can't pretend.
She's only doing it because she's scared.
At least she stood up to them. That was really kind of eloquent up there. What fat lot of good it did.
At least you tried something.
What was that?
Big scary monster so terrifying it defies all descriptions.
It was nothing. It's fine.
Don't worry, ladies. I will save us.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes?
How? You just came barging into that throne room, no plan, and now we're all stuck here.
Guys, what do you think happened to the 6 other men? We're standing in.
Impossible. These bones have no flesh on them.
Picked clean by some sort of
Oh,
large animal.
So much for the Minotaur not being a real thing, huh?
I swear I'm going to kill my source.
I don't think that'll be a problem since we're never gonna see them
Stop!
again.
Fighting isn't going to help. We need to regroup. Leda, yes? I'm tired. I know. I am too.
How can you be tired at a time like this?
When was the last time anyone slept?
Well, not since before we left Athens.
Same here.
But maybe someone could take watch. Maybe if we get some rest, we can still find our way out of this.
I'll do it. I'll take watch.
Oh yeah, with your love powers to protect us?
You know what?
Okay,
Hey! There will be no more fighting from here on out.
I know we are all tired, and I know we are all losing hope. But fighting with each other isn't going to help. What will help is a fresh mindset and us working together. Understood?
I'll keep watch with you, demigod.
Great.
sounds like we've got a plan.
Leda? Yes? Can we pretend that we're home and it's like any other night? Of course we can. Could you just tell me a story like you would if we were there? Of course. Of course. What's wrong? I'm sorry, just give me a moment.
There's a place
just past the river Styx along the western edge of the world by the stream of Okeanos. It's a place where there are perfect patches of shade and music plays all the time.
A paradise where there's no pain or sadness.
No snow, never heavy rain, no storms. The west wind sends a breeze along the ocean. It keeps everything cool and calm and peaceful. It's called the Fields of Elysium.
It is a resting place of the heroes of old, where they live untouched lives by the sorrows in the island of the blessed. Happy heroes for whom the grain-giving earth bears honey-sweet fruit flourishing thrice a year, far from the deathless gods. That's where we're going. One day.
But we're not heroes. Yes, we are. We are heroes. Everyday people thrown into the impossible. We are the start of our own myth. You think so?
I know so. We will be remembered as heroes.
They will be okay, right?
I can't tell you that. We're not to the end of the story yet.
But this is so sad. They have to be okay. This is supposed to be a comedy.
Comedy means nothing without tragedy. They have to be felt together if there's to be any impact.
But
no buts. We have to get back to the story now. One by one, the girls fell asleep.
They're out.
Good.
So, you're a demigod or something?
Something like that.
That's cool. Cool. So, are you...
You know, I really don't want to talk about it.
That's cool. So, do you have a boyfriend?
Are you hitting on me?
Depends.
On?
If you're interested.
No!
Then I'm just making conversation.
Good.
Hey.
You know, it's really not a great time for talking. Why don't you go guard all the way over there, and I'll just stay right here.
Well, you'd be safer with me.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
You know, you could be a little nicer.
I'm just trying to be alert.
Me too. It's just, well, forget it.
What?
I've just waited a really long time to meet someone like me, and I thought that when I did, they wouldn't hate me so much.
I don't hate you.
Oh.
I mean, I don't like you.
Oh.
But I don't hate you. Wait, what do you mean, someone like me?
Another demigod.
Oh. Right. You know, I figured I'd meet one sooner or later.
Right? So, who's your dad?
It's my mom, actually. Aphrodite.
Oh, explains the flowers.
How about you?
Poseidon. I said it in my speech before, but you know, whatever.
Does he ever talk to you?
Not directly. Not really. I always thought that if I could prove myself to be a hero or make myself worthy, then he'd want me.
What makes you think he doesn't want you?
I've never met him.
Yeah. You know, it shouldn't be like that.
Like what?
Kids shouldn't have to prove themselves to feel wanted.
You know, in a way, I think we're lucky.
How?
I guess because most kids see their parents as these godlike figures from the day they're born till the day they die.
Our parents are gods, though.
Yeah, but we see them for all their flaws. Gods are not. They're so very human. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. Good talk. I'll see you.
Good talk.
Keep watch there.
I'll keep watch.
Keep watch.
You over there. Yep.
And tell me if you need help sleeping still.
Good talk.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Shout if you need me. I won't.
Dad!
Oh my God!
I don't think this is the way out.
Are you okay over there?
Yeah, fine. Totally fine.
Okay.
Who are you two?
I'm Icarus, and this is my pops, Daedalus.
Nice to meet you. What are you doing here?
Now that's sort of a funny story.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
Tell her, Dad.
Well, the king wanted to assure himself that no one would ever find out the secret of the labyrinth, so...
So, the nut job threw us in here.
Wow, kind of a karma thing, huh?
Come on, Dad. Let's try another room.
Wait! No! Are you okay over there?
Yeah, fine. Stay put.
You are never going to
I'm
believe
trying to sleep.
Oh, sorry.
Who are you, and what are you doing here?
I brought you something.
What? Yarn?
Magic yarn.
Magic yarn?
Yep.
Is it like hypoallergenic?
Chocolate yarn. It'll lead you to the middle of the labyrinth.
Well, why would I want to go there?
So you can defeat the Minotaur.
But I have to defeat the Minotaur first?
Yes.
Why would I want to do that?
You're a hero. That's what you do. You'll defeat the Minotaur, and then you'll get out, and we'll get married and have lots of babies.
Keep the yarn. Look, lady, you're unpleasant. And I don't want to spend another moment with you, much less get married.
But you'll die.
That would be preferable.
But I love you.
I don't care. More like, you don't care about the lives you've wasted in this labyrinth. Get out. We'll find our own way out.
Hey, were you talking to someone?
Yeah, that crazy princess.
Wait! Oh!
What?
We could have followed her out.
Oh, shoot, you're right.
The same thing happened to me over there, but I couldn't get the trap door open by myself. It's useless.
Gods, I am an idiot.
Yeah, but at least you're pretty.
Wait, you think I'm pretty?
Don't let it get to your head.
Of course not. Why are you smiling?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, come on, just tell me.
You turned her down. You stayed with us.
You're happy I'm here?
Let's not go that far.
Are you hitting on me now?
Why? You interested?
You are flirting?
Tulip! I'm so sorry. Go back to bed. Sorry.
When was the last time you slept?
I'm fine.
No, you have to be tired. Sleep. I'll keep watch.
Leda, wake up. Go back to sleep. But...
Iris? Wake up, Athenia! Wake up, everyone! Wake up!
What's going on?
Where's Iris?
She was right next to you.
She must have wandered off.
What?
And what's with this, you guys? We're supposed to be keeping watch, not having a cuddle party.
Shut up!
Inquiring minds just want to know.
Inquiring minds should be focused on finding Iris.
Yeah. She's all alone. What if something happened to her?
She can't have gotten far, okay? We'll find her.
How?
We're gonna have to split up.
No.
Not happening.
But we're sitting ducks here anyway. If we go together, we might never find her. But if we split up, at least we're doing something.
We are not splitting up.
Well, we're sure as Hades not leaving Iris out there to fend for herself.
Since when do you care?
Exactly.
Why does it matter how I felt? This is what I'm saying now. Look, we didn't choose this, but we have a choice now. We can stay here and we'll die, or we can fight.
Look, I'm done with this. We're going to find Iris, and then we're going to come back here, and we're going to find our way out.
Wow.
What?
That was very compelling.
I'm not letting my fate be decided for me anymore. Let's go find Iris so we can get the Hades out of here.
Now we're talking.
We'll split up.
Wait, how will we find our way back?
Oh, bring it in, everybody. Listen up. Here's what you gotta do. Pay attention to where you're going. Count your paces. After 300, turn around and come back.
I don't think that's going to work.
Do you have a better idea?
This is our only option. We come back after 300 paces. Understood?
All right, well, let's go.
1,
1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
They're splitting up? What are they doing? You never split up. That is horror movie 101.
You said this was a horror movie.
Well, it's certainly shaping up to be that way.
Calm down, will you?
So, they each split up, each heading off into the unknown, counting their paces as they went. The darkness closed around each woman, with only the light from small oil lamps to guide their way. Each had a renewed sense of heroism and purpose. The tide had turned.
How?
See, that is the funny thing. When you start actively making choices to better your circumstances, you'll find that the world starts to work with you.
Iris!
99.
Iris! Thank gods I found you!
I'm not Iris.
Who are you?
Take a guess.
Okay. See, I've had a bit of a week here, so excuse me if I'm not exactly thrilled at the idea of a guessing game right now.
I have known you your whole life, and you have known me.
Athena,
Indeed.
you're here. Thank gods you're here. Did you come to save us?
Not exactly.
Oh, then what good are you?
Hey! I don't need your attitude right now, Missy. I have come a long way to see you, and I rarely come down from Olympus, so I could use a little awe here.
You could have talked with me literally any time before now. What's any different?
You.
What do you mean?
Do you realize that every time you've ever asked me for anything before, it was for yourself? You were being selfish.
I just didn't want to be sacrificed for the sake of tradition. Excuse me if I don't think that counts as being selfish.
It depends on how you look at it. I know this wasn't fair, but guess what? It wasn't fair to any of the other women here either. They faced it head on, though. You shut down. I needed to see that you could care about others. You may have served me your whole life, but you've never looked to the world around you either.
What does that mean?
Praise is fine, sure, but what is really important, all I've ever wanted from any priestess of mine, is a decency of her actions to the people she comes in contact with.
What does that mean?
I know.
Okay, but what about you? Huh? What about your decency? All powerful, all knowledgeable, and willing to play with us foolish mortals when it suits you, but then leaving us alone when we truly needed you?
I'm here now.
Not to save us!
Stop that! I know the gods are not perfect. We have never claimed to be. We have limitations just like you. Mortals have free will, and it is that free will that brought you here. To save you, we would have to take away someone else's ability to make their own choices.
But that princess is cruel and evil. Her free will is terrible.
And that's life. People are terrible. They lie and they cheat and they do bad things. So do the gods. We are not so different. In fact, all that divides us is that I will live forever.
And I will die here.
Stop being so dramatic. Just because I can't save you doesn't mean I can't help.
So you are gonna help?
Yes, if you would have let me explain that earlier, we could have skipped a whole lot of tension. I came to bring you something.
What is it?
It will open a window when you need it most.
A window? You know we're in a labyrinth, right? See, a window will just open up into another empty hall. What good is this?
Not always. Think. You'll figure it out.
Figure what out?
I can't tell you anymore. Just trust me. And be sure to tell Theseus and Delia that their mother and father sent along a gift as well.
What?
As long as you work together, all will be well.
But Hey! Don't give me those fortune cookie phrases! Come back here and explain! A window? What am I gonna do with this? 101, 102, 103, 104, 105.
Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens. Bright copper kettles and warm woolen mittens. Brown paper packages tied up with strings. These are a few of my favorites.
Iris! Oh, hi! What are you doing?
Singing?
I can see that. Why did you run off?
Well, I heard something and I got scared. But it's okay. My new friend is here to help.
What new friend?
Come on, I'll show you.
Iris, we don't have time. Your sister's worried sick. We have to get back.
That's okay. She can come with.
But Iris.
Let me show you.
Fine, but this better be quick.
296, 297, 298, 299. Did you find her?
No, did you?
No.
I didn't find anything either. I couldn't see her. Did anyone else? Alexia, did you see her?
I didn't. I'm sorry.
What's that?
A window?
What?
Look, I don't get it either.
I got her!
Iris.
Iris, thank God. I was just trying to be brave. We stay together. Remember, you and I, no matter what. I was just trying to be brave.
I think that we're all family now, too.
All? But how?
Shared misfortune. All of these women
Hey,
and man are fellow sufferers. We've been bound together in our shared pain and misfortune.
Okay, well, since we're all a little family now, we should probably discuss Iris's new pet.
What?
Pet.
What new pet?
I made a new friend.
Oh yeah,
There's
she
other
did.
stuff in here?
Just wait,
What?
watch.
We're not the only ones in here.
Just wait for it. Watch.
Oh,
Oh, God!
Griffin! You know Eros? You named her Eros? She looks like an arrow. We'll revisit that later. Hello! She's the creature that I used to work with in the zoo. How did you get in here?
Is this what you were talking about?
oh, excuse me.
Who are you even talking to? Oh, well, Athena. You see, I had an experience.
A what?
Earlier, I ran into Athena. She said that your parents might have brought something to help, and I think this is it.
They left us a griffin? Is it here to fight the Minotaur?
No! She would never survive that fight.
Well, can she fly? Could she fly us out of here?
How? There's no way out.
Great! We have this gift from the Olympians, and it's utterly useless. What are you doing to us? What are you trying to do to us up there?
Up there. Up there, that's it. We need a window. This is our way out.
We're going to be okay?
Yes! We're gonna be more than okay. We're getting the Hades out of here.
We should probably go now.
Can you open the window? It didn't come with instructions.
We need to move. Like,
now! Open window. Come on!
wait a second. The Minotaur. He's like an animal that I used to work with.
So?
So he's an animal. Maybe I can work with him.
Go! Okay, I'm going!
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know! Oh my God, it worked!
Everybody get on the griffin!
Okay, freeze! Lights out! Off! All of you off! Go! Minotaur! Go! Go! Get out!
that Minos' wife fell in love with a bull in the first place?
Okay, you have a point there.
As I told you in the beginning, there is a lesson here. They learn to work together, to care for one another.
Still not there.
If that love and care could be represented, don't you think a griffin is a cool way to do it?
Okay, it's pretty cool.
Thank you. Now can we get back to it?
But didn't I mess it up?
A bit. But I think we can still salvage it. Just follow my lead.
Okay.
So, the 8 Athenians climbed onto the back of the strong griffin, and off she flew through the window that Alexia had created with the orb from Athena, and...
Oh, sorry. Following your lead.
They did it! They got out! I was so worried for a second there. Me too?
But you're the one telling the story. You already knew how it ended.
You just make things odd.
Sorry. Wait. I feel like we have a lot of loose ends here.
Like what? They're fine. The end. Let's go.
But what happens after? What happens to that awful Princess Ariadne? I want to see her get her comeuppance.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Come on, tell me.
All right. Look.
Theseus, I came back. I thought you might have changed your mind. Hello?
Normally, I would never mess with this, but maybe just this once.
Who are you?
Don't worry about it. Oh, Minotaur!
Wait!
Happy now.
I wouldn't say happy, although I have to admit that was oddly satisfying.
Oh my God, Stelia.
But you were thinking it.
But you said it.
Wait. What about the 7 Athenian women? Did they get their happy ending?
Shh. Look.
This year in Athens, 14 were chosen and 7 returned.
8.
7 women, having chosen their own fate.
7 women, braver, stronger, resilient.
7 women having found each other.
Forging a new path.
Looking to the future.
7 women who did not know each other, but were now sisters.
Oh, good. We're back to that mythic-y tone. I didn't realize how much I missed it.
Quiet. They're not done yet.
Well, we're here.
Home.
It feels different.
It always feels different after an adventure.
What do we tell people?
The truth? They'll never believe it.
You're probably right.
The truth is stranger than fiction.
Hey, never mind.
What?
I was hoping I could walk you home. Is that cheesy?
Not too bad. I like it.
I'll wait for you.
We're all going to stay together, right?
What do you mean?
We're not going to split up and never see each other again, right?
I don't think so. We're family now, right?
Yes, I believe we are.
We are. We did this together. We need each other. From this day on, we'll never be far from one another.
And they were true to their word. The 7 women laughed and loved and grew old together. As they suspected, no one believed their story. But that didn't matter. They had each other, and that was all that they needed.
No one really knew their story. They all thought they heard the wrong version of the myth.
Not anymore. They know, and they'll tell people, and they'll tell people, and one day it will be as commonplace as the gods of old.
I never really understood why we did this before. Theater actually teaches lessons. It's not just for entertainment.
Thousands of years, and you're just getting this now?
Better late than never?
I suppose. Come on, it's time to go.
What? Where?
On to another night On to the next myth.
You mean more walking?
Yep.